All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. Back out here in the man cave, and I think what I'm gonna start calling these are Man Cave Mondays, because every Monday I've been uploading, talking about some different stuff, some different rod and reels, some different tips, techniques, and all of that. And I kind of want to keep that going, so every Monday, like I said, we're gonna have an upload, and it's just gonna be something different. It's not gonna be fishing, but it's gonna be fishing related. So you can see right here beside me, I have this big old box right here, and this thing is absolutely full of Strike King lures. Now, Strike King is a sponsor of the channel, and I'm so blessed to be partnered up with Strike King, LURES, and Mach, fantastic company. And I really want to thank John Bird. John, if you're watching this video, I appreciate it so much, because John is actually the one that discovered my channel, my YouTube channel, and brought it to Strike King's attention. And that's really how I ended up on the great team with, you know, LURES, Mach, Strike King, and all of that. And John also has a YouTube channel himself that he has started. And I'm going to tell you, it's very fishing related. It's not fishing so much right now, but he has all of the info and all of the details on the LURES rod and reels and all of the specs. I mean, this guy knows his stuff about the Strike King lures, you know, like I said, the reels, the rods, everything. And he really goes in depth on his channel, you know, talking about all of these products. So I'm going to link his channel in the description below. Be sure to check it out, because he has a ton of good info on there. If you are interested in looking at, you know, LURES, rod and reels, Mach stuff, Strike King, new colors, new lures, he goes over all of it very in depth. So like I said, his channel is linked in the description below. Be sure to check it out. And John, like I said, I appreciate everything y'all do for me. But in this box, like I said, it's loaded down with Strike King lures. And I actually ordered this, I don't know, probably a couple months ago. It has been quite a while since I've ordered it. And there's literally only one thing that I remember that I ordered that's in this box, but everything that I ordered, I know that I use. So everything's gonna be relevant. So I'm gonna take it out one by one. We're gonna talk about it, and you know, whatever colors I have, and then whatever lure, we're gonna talk about, you know, what I use it for, why I like it so much. And then also there is a couple new Strike King baits in here as well that I'm very excited about. So let's go ahead and get into this box, because it is slam full. So got our packing list right here. Got some packing paper. I don't think we have any lures stuck in there. But right here on top, and I'm actually I'm gonna set these to the side real quick, because these are the new lures that I want to talk about a little bit more towards the end. But I'm just gonna take these out real quick. You might be able to see what they are. I'm gonna give a little hint there, but you might already know about them. But they brought a lure back that is absolutely killer, so I'm so excited about it. But first thing I grabbed right here, and I ordered a bunch of these, but this is the Strike King skip and jig, 3/8 ounce Strike King. This is a tour grade skip and jig in blue crawl. And this is my absolute favorite skip and jig. As a matter of fact, the next video that y'all are gonna see on my channel, I'm putting this jig absolutely to work. It is my favorite jig. I've been using it for quite a while. And now when I say favorite jig, I'm talking about skipping. This is my favorite skipping jig for skipping docks. It has a really good head on it that skips very easily. And also it has a screw lock keeper on it that you screw your plastics onto, because a lot of times when you're skipping docks, you know, it really likes to pull your bait down. And through the years, I've had to use Loctite and different stuff. On this, you can screw it on there, and it stays literally all the way until a fish pulls your leg off or whatever. So Strike King skip and jig in blue crawl. There are a ton of those in here. So this was the first thing I pulled out right there. So we're gonna set these off to the side. Next thing, the Rage Scound Bug. So I have these in blue crawl, which is here, which is one of my favorite colors, and then also black and blue. This is blue bug actually, and I like blue bug because it has a little bit more blue in it, a little bit more sapphire colored than just a standard black and blue. So I really do like blue bug. And then blue crawl is what I match up to my skipping jigs. And then also the finesse jigs is what I like to throw my scound bug on. So the scound bug is what I typically use on the back of my finesse jig. So either my Bitsy flip jig, which is a small compact jig, or the Strike King football finesse jig. That is what I like to throw that blue crawl scound bug on. So it's nice and compact. It's only 3.5 inches long, and it pairs up really, really well with a small jig. So that is what I use these scound bugs for primarily. So blue bug, which is basically a black and blue, but it has a little bit more blue sapphire in it. And then also blue crawl, which is the green pumpkin with blue variation. So the Rage scound bugs. So more skipping jigs right here. All right, so now we have the good old blue crawl Rage Menace Grub. Okay, so what I use the Menace Grub for primarily is I use this on the back of my skipping jig. 95% of the time, I pair this up with my skipping jig. This makes for a really, really good combination. And one thing that I like about the Menace Grub, as opposed to any other trailer, is it has those really nice flat, flappy feet, as I call them. But, you know, the paddle tails on it are nice and flat, and they really, really help to skip good. So you have the bulk of the body, which gives you a little bit more weight, but then you have the feet that are, you know, kind of wide and good and flat, and they really help give you that lift to help skip that jig and get it up underneath that dock. So it also has a meaty body that screws onto that screw lock very good, so it doesn't tear off and it lasts a really, really long time. So the Rage Menace Grub, and that's in the blue crawl, it pairs up perfectly. Sometimes I spray these legs with a little bit of chartreuse to give a little bit more of a bluegill color. Sometimes I keep it as is, but the Rage Menace Grub, that is what I pair up with the skipping jig when I'm skipping docks. So I ordered a bunch of those. Well, never mind. This is something else we're going to go over real quick, which y'all are going to know for sure what these are, because I ordered a bunch of them. But we're going to rip into this real quick, and we're going to get these out. And I got another color in here as well, and that is the good old Rage Bug. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I absolutely use a Rage Bug a ton. It is my favorite flipping bait. When I'm flipping a Texas rig, I pair it up most of the time with a 3/8 ounce tungsten, and if I'm flipping wood, I do peg the weight with a bobber stopper. But these are my two favorite colors. So this is Blue Crawl, which y'all have seen me pull out Blue Crawl bunch. Is my favorite color by far, but Blue Crawl, and this is the standard size Rage Bug. Now I want y'all to know this is the 4-inch. This is the 4-inch, and then right here is Swamp Water Blue. Swamp Water Blue is one of my favorite colors when I'm fishing the river. I'm fishing swamp fed rivers, darker tannic water. This thing absolutely catches them. Do not sleep on Swamp Water Blue or some sort of sapphire blue variation. It absolutely catches them. But the more natural, the Blue Crawl I like to go with if I'm, say, on a clear lake or, in the river as well, but a clear river. But if it's a little bit muddy or dark tannic water, I really, really love that Swamp Water Blue, especially in the spring. The springtime, that catches them. But anyway, the good old Rage Bug, my favorite flipping bait, bar none. I've caught so many fish on these things. It's just, that's my bread and butter. I absolutely love the Rage Bug. Absolutely love it. So this is a Rage Bug as well, but this is one that I have not used, and my good buddy John Bird actually suggested that I order some of these, and this is the mid-size Rage Bug. So this is a little bit smaller variation of the Rage Bug. This is 3.5 inch, so it's more compact, a little bit smaller. You know, if the bite's a little bit tougher, this mid-size Rage Bug might get bit. This is a new product, so, maybe if they're not really on that little bit bigger profile of the Rage Bug, they might be on this mid-size. So, like I said, nice and small, compact. This is in Blue Crawl as well, but 3.5 inch versus 4-inch. So still probably can use a 3/0 hook in there like I do with the standard rage bug, but just a little bit smaller profile. So I'm really excited to be able to, you know, flip these around, and maybe if in a little bit colder water situation or high pressure situation, this might get bit a little bit better flipping, you know, cypress trees or wherever I'm flipping up against. I got some more scound bugs here. Ordered a bunch of the same lures because I use these so much, and I go through so many. I like to keep plenty here. This is also another pack of the mid-size. I think I ordered a couple packs of those, but pulling out more scound bugs, more swamp water blue rage bugs. Right here, I have got in this package, these are jigs. So y'all are gonna love this because y'all have seen me use these a ton. The good old black and blue Bitsy Flip. Now, this is bar none my favorite jig, hands down. This is the 3/8 ounce. I absolutely love this jig. It is compact. I've been using this jig for years and years. And when I say years and years, I mean probably over 20 years. I have caught literally thousands of bass on a Bitsy Flip jig. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite one. I like to keep plenty of them around because when the water temps drop below 50 degrees, this is a lure that I throw a ton in the river and I catch a ton of fish on it. Like I said, I paired up with that Rage Scound Bug. It makes for a very good profile, very compact, and the fish absolutely eat it when those water temps drop down. So the good old Bitsy Flip in black and blue right there. We got some more of the tour grade skipping jigs. I believe this is a pack of, I believe this is the finesse. No, this is a bunch of the skipping jigs. So a bunch of the 3/8 ounce skipping jigs right there. And that's one thing, you know, skipping docks, sometimes you do get hung up under docks. And if you do it all day, every once in a while, you can get hung on some beams and lose some. You know, I skipped all day the other day, got very lucky, didn't lose a single jig. Fished with the same one all day long, which was pretty dang cool. But, you know, some more mid-size, and then there's some minnow scrubs, and then also some more rage bugs. Y'all know, I mean, you can see I'm pulling out the same things. These are baits that I use and that I believe in a ton. And like I said, I use them almost every time I go out on the water, so I keep plenty of them on me. But I think we're down to that new lure that I was talking about. So I got several of these, and I ordered 2 different colors. I'm going to show them to you all real quick. Let's see. Whoops, I'm going to drop that on the floor. I think these are the same. No, these are all the same color. I got one that's not. There we go. All right, so let's get this one off the floor real quick. But what we have, this is the green gizzard and this is the sexy shad. So right here, boom. That right there, that is the new Strike King Wake Shad. These things just hit the market not too long ago. And if y'all remember way back when, they made a very similar product to this that they discontinued years ago, and I had a few of them. And I caught some really big fish on them back in the day. And I broke my lips off of them, and I was so bummed that they discontinued it, but they have brought it back, and it is called the Wake Shad, and this thing is awesome. I am so ready to put these to work in the spring. They are gonna crush some big fish. So, like I said, this is a Wake Shad. It is a very good size profile. It's not big like some huge glide bait or some big swimmer. This is a pretty good compact size. I believe I'm not exactly sure what inch it is. It looks like maybe 4 inches, somewhere in there. But this thing is gonna get cracked. Wake baits in the spring and in the fall absolutely catch big fish. Now you can utilize these in the summer as well over hydrilla, up in the shallows, up around docks, whatever. You know, this thing is going to get absolutely bit. So like I said, this is new, the new Wake Shad, and they've been, I mean, they tested it, you know, as a prototype and all before they put it into production. And I know they caught a ton of fish on them, but I'm so excited to put these things to use and catch some fish. And maybe next time I go out on that power plant lake that I fish, maybe I can catch a few of the bigger fish on this, because sometimes you need a bigger profile, a slightly bigger profile, to get a little bit better bite. And this right here might be exactly what I need. So I'm very, very excited about this. Like I said, Strike King Wake Shad, you can get them at strikeking.com right here. And all the other lures as well you can get. You know, like I said, I put this order in a while ago, kind of forgot what I had ordered. I knew that I had ordered a lot of stuff that I used because I wanted to kind of just stock up through the winter and have these lures, you know, available and in the boat for when I go out. But, you know, once again, I'm so excited to be going into 2025, still having Strike King, Lures, and Mock as a sponsor to the channel. It means so much to me personally to have companies like that, you know, back the channel and help me out. And I'm able to get, you know, these lures and use them and show them to you all. And it's just, I don't know, I'm very excited for next year coming up. And like I said, I'm very blessed to be partnered up. But also, like I said in the beginning of the video, be sure to check out John's channel, because he started it not too long ago. He's doing very, very well with it. And his videos are put together very well. And he goes very, very in depth, you know, talking about these lures, you know, the specs, exactly, you know, he knows everything. I mean, because obviously he works there, so he knows everything. He knows everything in depth with all the lures, rod and reels, you know, the mock stuff, and just a super good guy. So be sure to check his stuff out. And I appreciate everybody that checks out the channel. I cannot wait to put these lures to work. You're going to see me put that skipping jig and that Strike King mini scrub to work, skipping docks, in the next video coming up on Wednesday. So I'm super pumped about that. Planning to get back out on the water tomorrow. It's going to be 67 tomorrow, and it's supposed to be a pretty nice day. Tuesday, I think it's supposed to be like 68, and then we have a massive, crazy cold front coming. Saturday is supposed to be a high in the low 40s of 42, and then Sunday is supposed to be a high of 36. So it's going to get super, super cold. Fishing might get a little bit tough, but hey, we're going to be there for it. So like I said, I appreciate everybody that tunes in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell your family while you're, you know, while you're at Christmas with your family or whatever you're doing. Tell them about the channel if they like fishing. I appreciate it so much. But anyway, I'm going to go get this stuff, throw it all back in the box, get back in the house. I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.